Can you hear that? That's a wee clue. So's this. 10-minute make. But I'm doing my 10-minute make slightly different. These are journaling cards from the Folio kit, and I've inked them all up. I also put paper inside because I didn't know quite how I was going to use them. I thought I might use them for a little book, you know, like a little booklet, but I've actually decided I'm going to do something different with them because of what I was doing yesterday in the ridiculously long 10-minute make. But first of all, let me explain that noise. I was telling somebody about the 10-minute make and about Tracie's clock and how I was at her kind of timer thing and how I was hankering after it. And they said, oh, I don't have one of these, but I have one of these. Don't have one of those, but I have one of these. And this actually counts the seconds up. So the seconds go round, and then that's like now gone round a whole minute, so it's there. This lever stops and starts it, and this lever resets it. So I'm going to use that. I'm going to put it a wee bit further away so hopefully it doesn't disturb you. I love the sound of ticking clocks. We have ticking clocks in this house. We have chiming clocks in this house. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So it doesn't disturb me. I just find it very comforting sound. We used to have them as in the house I grew up, and I used to, when they weren't working, I couldn't sleep. It's really bizarre. Anyway, so I'm not going to be looking and saying, oh, I've only got 6 minutes left. Oh, I've only got 2 minutes left. Oh, I haven't done anything yet, and I've only got 3 seconds left. I'm going to set the clock off, and then at the end I'm going to bring the clock, and we'll see how long it's actually taken me. So it might take more than 10 minutes, but this time I'm not going to know until I bring the clock back. That's the plan. So what am I going to, oh, let's start it off then. And I'll move it over there. So what am I going to do? Well, as I said, I had thought when I was cutting them out I might use wee booklets, but yesterday in the one that just, I had tears running down my face by the end of doing that. Yesterday I dug out these, and I actually thought I might, where have I put it? There, it's there. I might do a smaller kind of version of, this is how I used them in here, and then so I think I'm going to do a smaller version of them, these, so it will be closed over, so it'll still be a bit like a journaling card, with an image in one of the dried things in there. So the question is, I'm going to open them up, the question is how to do it. I'm not going to use a die cut, I'll use a knife to cut out, but what ones am I going to use? This one's too big. Love this, that'll end up getting used somewhere, I think. Actually, there's a thought, because this one could go there, and I could just cut out a bit at the bottom for it, couldn't I? And it could just be a little cutout here, and we still got this. And we could even maybe just stick that round there, so that's a little pocket. That may be a bit, no, let's just, don't dismiss that so quickly, Kirsten. I've got this bit, which is, could almost do the same with this bit actually down here, couldn't I? Or I could put this, I like this bit. But maybe I'll do that with these two. Let's do that with these two. A bit of this faux mica, not faux mica, faux mica. There we go. And we put this leaf in here. Ha 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 ha. Right, let's stick the leaf in here first. Okay, you didn't do that quite right, did you? Never mind. Is that the right place? That's in the right place. Just bring it up a little bit. I'm going to have to let that dry before I stick it down, because you saw what I did. I did it where the gap was, the glue where the gap was, so I don't want to stick that down yet. Excellent. And then what we'll do is we'll leave a little pocket at the top there. Oh, and we could use this for the pocket. So let's it's already been backed. Let's round off the corner. Let's just trim that bit that's black. Well, that's a bigger stapler than I meant. I meant to use the wee one than that, didn't I? But never mind. And we'll just have that as a wee tiny little journey card. I've got a little, I'm going to have to move this clock to get this, which means I'm going to end up looking at it. So we're at 22 minutes. This feels a bit kind of, maybe I put a label up here. Need a smaller one than that. Something like, oh, sample one, kind of across there would be quite good, wouldn't it? There we go. Oh yeah, I kind of like that. That's cool. Like that. So I'm going to start this one by just putting a little notch in that middle of that top pocket. Like that. So this one only has a notch in the front. Again, the top of that's kind of coming off. But I'm going to do this one off camera because you don't need to sit there and watch me doing it for another. And I'm going to do what I did yesterday. I'm not going to give you the commentary, but I'm going to do what I did yesterday and actually edit this down so that what you're seeing is 10 minutes, although it actually took me longer than 10 minutes. But I did go and get this and fuss about which bit of that, and then yeah, so I'm okay with that. Thank you so much for watching. You take care. Bye for now. Keep crafting.